Hey you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Good morning, Naughty Crew. Welcome back to my channel, Naughty Love Movement. It's your host, Naughty. Bring you the latest and trending topics. I vlog my life. I hope everybody is doing well today and having a beautiful start to their day. It's April showers here. We got April showers. The spring is settling in. Oh, I had a good evening. Your girl went to the movies last night. Went to go see Godzilla versus Kong. Me and my peep. The assault. All right. He's traumatized. James is traumatized. All right. He's trying to get his coin. I don't know where the coin going to come from. But yeah, we're going to get into all of it. All right. Then we got Sleepy Joe. One hit wonder, Sleepy Joe Button, criticizing Sexyy Red and Drake's relationship. All right. He's saying that Drake is being paid to promote her. I got both of their responses. We're going to get into it all. But before we do, please make sure you're following me on all my different social media platforms, and it's scrolling on the banner below. Please like this video. Yes, like the video. This is how YouTube knows that we're here. This is how we get in the algorithm. That is the free way of supporting the channel. Also sharing my content to your different social media platforms, or even if you text it to someone. All these things help the channel to grow. Leave comments, engage in the channel, even the people in the bushes. Thumbs up this video, thumbs down, just engage. Also, donations are definitely appreciated. All right, we accept Cash App, Super Chat, Super Sticker, and all the donations go right back into the channel to support the channel, the equipment, subscriptions, research, things like that. You know, all that stuff takes time and money. So donations are definitely appreciated. Shout out to my subs, my moderators, my subs to come. Appreciate you all. I would not be able to do this every day if it wasn't for you. We're on our path to 5K subs. All right, we throwing that in the universe. Would like 10K. Throw that in the universe too. But we're growing over here, and I'm loving it. I'm loving this journey, and I'm glad you all can be on the journey with me. All right, so lots to get into. All right, and of course we got some Diddy stuff. All right, there's whispers around town. The talk word on the curve is they working to reinvestigate that 1999 papowing with the victim Natanya Rubin, and she was on Make It Make Sense last night, talking about how she's been terrorized through the years. You know, ever since she took the settlement. So we got a lot to get into, Naughty Crew. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this intro, and we're gonna dive right in. Thumbs up this video. Yes. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Michelle. Appreciate you, queens, joining me. And yes, please thumbs up the video. All right. First up, we're gonna start off with some happy news. All right. So Beyonce is making headway with her Cowboy Carter album. I listened to it through and through, and I love it. It's a great body of work. I love the different sounds. She did her thing. All right. It kind of threw me by surprise. But it's a great body of work. And let's not forget that she's promoting other black country artists. And so I love that. I love how she collaborated also with like Dolly Parton, Miley Cyrus, the list goes on. All right. So she did that. She definitely did that. Rolling out this project. I love the whole setup of it. Her marketing team they're geniuses. All right. So yeah. So iHeartRadio honored her last night. And gave her the innovative award. All right. So this is her arriving. Shout out to Blue Bay Bleed. That's right. She is in the building. All right. So the iHeart Music Awards were last night. I don't know if that was Jay or not. Looks like him. All right. So that was her arrival. Looks good. She looks good. This is when they presented the award. Go ahead, B. Go ahead, B. She looks great. She looks great. And I'm glad she toned down the blonde. But she did give a speech.
Thank you to iHeartRadio. Tonight, you call me an innovator, and for that, I'm very grateful. Innovation starts with a dream, but then you have to execute that dream, and that road can be very bumpy. Being an innovator is seeing what everyone believes is impossible. Being an innovator often means being criticized, which
absolutely, she has to be the most criticized celebrity out there. They criticize everything from her skin to her hair to her children and things like that. Beyonce is strong, and it could really wear on your mental health dealing with that much criticism.
Often will test your mental strength. Being an innovator is leaning on faith and trusting that God will catch you and guide you. So, to all the record labels, every radio station, every award show, my hope is that we're more open to the joy and liberation that comes from enjoying art with no preconceived notions. Thank you to iHeartRadio.
I love
Thank
it.
you to Rosetta Tharpe, Miss Tracy Chapman, Linda Martell, Prince, Stevie Wonder,
Stevie Wonder,
Andre 3000, Tina Turner, Michael Jackson, and so many more who defied any label placed upon them. Thank you for executing your dream so we could all follow. And
I love how she played homage to the lineage, the people that paved the way before her. People always try to say Beyonce is always stealing styles and things like that. They're always making accusations like that. But at the end of the day, she give credit where credit's due. Say what you want, okay? Go ahead, B.
Thank you for my team at Parkwood. Y'all worked so hard, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. My husband, my rock, my best friend, I love you.
She said, ain't no trouble in paradise over here. We are united front when it comes to presenting to the world. Okay?
My 3 beautiful children who continue to be my inspirations and my biggest blessing. Have a beautiful night. And thank you so much.
All right, B. All right, B. That's what's up. Yes, well-deserved flowers. Give credit where credit is due. The girl is a trailblazer, okay? Or woman, I should say. She is a trailblazer, period. And she said, stop talking about my marriage. It ain't y'all business. Y'all not in a group chat like we in Tiana Taylor and Iman Sumter. Okay. I ain't even get to that story. Chill. All right, so congratulations to her. Lotto also performed. She came out with DLC to perform Waterfalls. Shout out to Official Ken and Barbie. So I thought that was an interesting collab. And SZA was honored. She received Artist Song and Album of the Year. So congratulations to SZA. I really like her body of work. So the queens were out last night getting honored and receiving their flowers. So I wanted to present it to you. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think it all have earned where they are, working hard. So I thought it was dope. I thought it was dope. All right, who I want to get into next? I think we're going to get into hard-headed Chrisean, rock tard animal. Period. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so the other day I played some footage of Whack 100. He came out and said that, you know, Blueface wants Chrisean out of the house. And he wanted Whack 100 to put her out of the house. And Whack 100 said, I ain't touching that. I ain't going around that girl. I don't want nothing to do with that chick. She crazy, she deranged. And you gonna have to go get the homies if that's what you want done. Because he said when you went in there, when you turned yourself in, the house was clear. And then you made decisions to let the poppy in and Chrisean and the baby in. And now they squatting on your house. They squatting. They got squatters' rights. They've been there that long. It's definitely something off about the baby. And I ain't here, you know, but I think that has a lot to do with her mothering. Period. Okay. It has everything to do with her mothering. And quite frankly, she goes in a category with the deadbeat moms. All right. So as you all know, she's facing several lawsuits. She has open warrants. She's basically on the run. All right. And I'm just like, what is taking them so long? It's not like Chrisean is a Diddy. Okay. Hashtag no Diddy or whatever. But James Chanel opens up about the alleged incident. We're gonna start there. Shout out to his on site for this footage. And let's hear what he has to say. I mean, all sorts of evidence is out there that this girl did this. They took the proper protocol, they contacted the police. But James is also saying he is suing her, as he should. I mean, she had no right putting his hands on her.
Oh, Jesus. I'm trying not to get emotional. Can we get some tissue? I would wake up out of my sleep crying. Trauma will wake you up out of your sleep. Mentally, I was thinking about it in my sleep. Right. Because I still don't know. I don't bother nobody. I don't argue with people. A couple of days after, I was like, Lord, you suck. I didn't understand why this happened to me. Because the thing.
Okay, because he's traumatized. I mean, when you go through an assault, it causes PTSD. And especially when it comes without warning and you just don't even understand like why this happened to me. And I can relate to that because I was a victim of a crime a couple of years ago. Some dudes tried to carjack me and they attacked me. Two dudes ended up jumping me for the keys to my car. And it sent me into a deep depression. I mean, ultimately, I got help. Like, I recognized my symptoms and what was going on with me or whatever. But it's just like, why me? Like, I was just stopping by to a friend's house. It was when I first started my channel and things like that. That's the last thing I thought would happen. So I can relate to James in the PTSD. You can't sleep in the beginning. Everything makes you nervous. Like you're questioning everything around you. She needs to pay for what she did to him and others.
Because I could have lost my life. You know, the right hit, you could be out of here.
Wow. It could have been a lot worse. Lately, I've been tired of being here. I'm not gonna lie, I am tired, waking up every day trying to be your best, trying to please people even when you're not feeling your best, putting your best foot forward, managing to get out the bed and crack a smile when really inside it's like, I just want to go to a bridge and jump.
I'm over it.
For real.
It's real.
Do you want to have kids?
I have a son.
You do? I never knew that.
Nuh-uh.
Really? A real son?
A real son.
He worked. You have a child?
Yes.
Bisexual?
No, baby, that was 16 years ago.
Wow, so how old is your
That
son?
was 16 years ago. I was outside playing house.
Oh, that's crazy. We did not know that. Right, how old is he?
16.
That's awesome.
Okay, and remember, two girls that came out saying that they were their daughters, so that debunks that. He has one biological child, but I'm thinking them two girls were a plant because since then everything unfolded. We got evidence that he was assaulted and he was injured and things like that. We got several witnesses coming out saying that she did it. And I remind you of the first witness, LaTroy.
Dog, I don't even care at this point. Whoever want to get mad at me can get mad at me. Y'all got to stop. First of all, let me tell you about this ghetto, disgusting gutter butt. I don't even want to call her a girl. First of all, she's trash. She should have never been at my show. So she come to Tamar concert, which I planned, and I will say that, drunk with 1,000 people, smelling like weed, looking dumb, okay? And so she...
Troy, he spilled the beans first. To be quite honest, I think it should be a lot more than Chrisean liable for this situation. I mean, he was at work, and I really believe some charges should be brought up against his employer. Said it. I.e. Tamar, fake crying ass.
How has fatherhood been for you?
Oh.
All right,
Ooh,
so
Jesus.
James is traumatized and he deserves justice. He took the proper steps to get justice. Chrisean, he went to console Chrisean and she attacked him as a result of it. And it's just like, go get this heathen. Go get this agent of chaos off our hands. Because we tired. We tired. Also, little Mabu exposed her. Y'all remember when Junior had that hernia surgery and she was all up in the hospital like she was a concerned mother and things like that? Well, little Mabu snitched on her. Everybody snitching on her. Everybody snitched on her. Her actions thus far shows that she's a very neglectful mother. But if it wasn't for Blueface, exposing, Will Jr. had gotten the help that he needs. She was so busy trying to run back to LA to be up under Blueface because that's who she loved more than anything. That's all she cared about. Junior is just an accessory, like a pocketbook. Been saying it from the beginning. So she could garner attention.
Yeah, I got you.
So this was the morning of the surgery. Look, she trying to front like she's such a concerned mama, right?
Get you another like band. I have like a label as well. If you want one of
This
those.
girl know how to play in our face.
I can try to find a band too. Yeah,
Can I get a band?
Yeah, I'll see if I can get.
Thank you.
From you. Yeah.
Remember, she was always, oh, I'm never going to take off these bands.
Yeah, I'm keeping it on my arm.
Yeah, I'll definitely see if I can get you one for sure.
They're gonna be strings by the time I'm done with them.
Okay, and then just a couple questions for you guys. Any allergies we need to be worried about?
No.
No, awesome. And then when's the last time they had anything to eat or drink?
7. So how long? How we gonna wait? How long we gonna wait?
7 this morning?
Yeah.
No, that shouldn't be a worry, honestly.
I'm worrying right now. He fussing.
That's right now. You should be good. And then so we won't be gone after me talking to you. Has the doctor anesthesia came in?
Yes, both of them came.
Okey-dokey. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yep.
Arissa.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank
She
you.
is such a fraud. She is such a fraud.
And then we'll be right.
So that was the morning of the surgery. And during this time, that's when she was working with little Mabu. You know, things on the money, new babe. Yeah. That whole song that she got robbed on because she don't know how to handle her business. Little Mabu out here getting rich off of it, and you're not benefiting anything. And that's why it is so important, Naughty Crew, that you
ever in life. I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business.
You stand on business. You got to learn how to read through paperwork. You got to hire lawyers to look over contracts to make sure it's the best interest. But you don't let this little clear boy use you, because that's what you used to being pimped, thanks to Blueface. And he out here saying, I blew her up. I did a lot with Chrisean. All right, come on, little Mabu. Come to the front of the congregation. Here we go. He sat down with DJ Academic.
Chrisean had said that she felt you did a little bit too much, and I guess it was promotion for you. He kind of dragged it a bit.
I did do a lot for her. I did a little too much for her. What was she at before the song dropped on Spotify? Like 100,000 monthly listeners? She went to like 4 million.
Really?
I did a lot, yeah. But, I mean, she had a baby who had like a hernia problem. She's, at the hospital, she was able to discharge herself, come to the studio 3 days in a row, discharge herself, drove 3 hours.
You heard him? She was able to discharge every day. And now look what he about to say. This is how far she went.
For 3 days in a row to perfect the record, So she did dedicate a lot to. I was matching her.
She threw 3 hours a day. So where was Junior? In the hospital? I mean, as a mother, if my child go in the hospital, I'm going to be there every second. Can't nothing take me out of that hospital. I'm going to make sure my kid okay. Especially Junior being an infant who cannot speak for himself. He cannot say if someone hurt him or mistreated him. So that's even the more reasons why you need to have eyes on your child. Deadbeat. She's a deadbeat.
Energy. Happy that I was able to get her a hit, like the first big record.
Chrisean had said that she felt you did a little bit too much, and I guess it was promotion.
All right. So he's saying, she went from 500,000 views to 4 million views. So he feels like he helped her. And where was Junior doing all this? Laid up in the hospital with no mammy to watch over him because she's so addicted to clout. But she want us to believe this. This is after Junior surgery. But she was riding back and forth 3 hours, leaving that baby, using the hospital as a babysitting service. But she wants you to believe she loved this baby. I told y'all before, when I would have respected her more if she got Junior tattooed on her face. That just goes to show her priorities. It ain't Junior. It's the clout. But everybody clout chasing off of her. This girl is reckless. She's reckless. In the meantime, it's pictures surfacing of her in the studio with little Mabu with lines. I ain't want to believe it until the recent post where she had the blunt wrapper and the cocaine on the table. But she want us to believe that she a great mama. And she was leaving Junior all that time. For 6 hours total. So that's more than half the day. That's more than half the day. Ciao. And just to connect the dots for you. But she wanted us to believe like she was there for Junior, taking care of him. She's such a liar. So just to bring it all together, because you saw the outfit, the last outfit, where she had the hat on next to Junior. Same outfit. That's her little Mabu in the studio. Okay, so little Mabu snitched on her. And it's just confirming everything we already suspected. Junior's being neglected on a regular basis. And I said what I said, and I stand by it. And that's why I don't even want to talk about this skeezer, this huff, this agent of chaos every day, because it's just ridiculous. But, you know, y'all remember who she is. All right? Y'all remember who she is. This is the type of mother she is. Shout out to Circus of Blue.
Lemon, you gonna have to answer the blue face.
Blunt rappers. She more concerned with Blueface than that baby. And let's not forget the cocaine on the table. Yep. But she back outside. Remember, she's supposed to be on lockdown. As long as Blue was locked up, she was going to be locked up. I knew that wasn't going to last long. Because she needs too much attention. She's a bottomless pit of attention seeking. All right, so she was hanging out with Tommy recently, because I believe Tommy is shooting a show for Chrisean. But her and Tommy trying to convince us that she has changed. Ciao. She back outside, and that's probably why Blue mad. Here we go.
Cause you know, Tommy did make a comment about a tattoo about bitches on their face. What was that meant? About bitches?
I said it's stupid.
Yes.
Whoa.
I said it's dumb.
You know how much stupid shit you do? Cry about a fucking horse. That's stupid as shit.
But it ain't permanent.
Period. Look. Maybe she ain't had no smoke for Tommy. Mm-mm.
For real, so you lied to us?
But it ain't permanent. That shit ain't permanent. That shit gonna go
At
away.
least I ain't lied to motherfuckers. Ooh, I got you. I had to.
Nasty. She's a
So basically,
Where's Dolly on them.
you know, Tommy, she just, you know how we love Wendy Williams? They just be speaking their mind.
Not to compare me to
Wendy Williams is a legend. Speaking her mind, she funny as shit. We loved her show. Every time you, what?
But a raw bitch not like me is not feeling her shoes. Not right now. Now can't go. It don't fit.
Where's Junior?
Basically, if you meet her in real life, Tommy's actually funny as shit and funny as fuck. I feel like, I don't know.
That bitch talking about me.
Not like that, but y'all know who I am. I would have already fought whoever I don't like, and she would have did the same.
She coming here nice as fuck. She coming here nice. Nice. What the fuck is
Who's eating? Breakfast.
The biggest ever. You want some bacon? She coming here nice as fuck. But Sean changed, y'all.
I've been nice though.
She changed.
No, she didn't.
You changed, nigga.
Like what? I grew up.
You a good man.
Now she want us to believe that in this short span of time, she grew up. I would have to grow up too if I'm facing several lawsuits and open warrants and possibly homelessness. I'm not convinced. This agent of chaos has changed.
I love it. So when the fuck you gonna grow up? Never.
I don't wanna grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. My bills paid and I'm so lit. I don't wanna grow up.
So you know what she told me? She gonna tap somebody on her face after she caught me. But she said, and I ain't gonna tell you who, but if she don't do it, she's capping. So, and why would you give me a plate with your gum on it?
I'm gonna do it. Oh yeah, I had to take my I said get the bacon.
Cause you know.
Okay. Y'all convinced she changed? Let me dig into some of these comments because I'm over her. James said she didn't get caught yet. Michelle said, right, James? I don't know what's taking them so long. Exactly. Y'all know I'm waiting for the mugshot. Kim said Blue is a drama king and she is a drama queen, and both are deranged. Exactly. I don't blame Wack. That's their BS, and that's what they do. So why should he get involved? Exactly. And y'all gonna be right back together fighting. Period. Morning, Angelica. Thank you for joining. Yes. Oh, thank you. So sorry that happened to you, Nani. Glad you saw help. Absolutely. I know what triggers my depression. It's usually trauma. And so that was definitely trauma that I had to deal with. But I got through it. And you know what? A lot of my friends covered me and they supported me through it. So I think that's what made the difference. I didn't keep it to myself. I was very, very vocal, like I'm depressed and this and that or whatever. And I just felt myself not coming up out of it or whatever. But I was overwhelmed with fear. Like it consumed me. Like I was scared to go to the store. I was like hyper vigilant, whenever I went out the house, looking all around. I'm telling you, everybody was a suspect around me because I'm just like, where did that come from? Yes, she needs to take responsibility and go to jail and rehab. Oh, okay. I also have it's crazy, but I have a story about that too, where me and my kids were home invaded on. So that that's why I've been through some stuff. But that's exactly right. When you violate it, it can cause severe emotional trauma. It took me years to get over my house being robbed. Like it just does something to you when somebody comes into your personal space and violates you. Carol said the girl only cares about herself and chasing Blueface, who could care less about her. He don't care about her. She's the bag. She's dangerous to herself and Junior. I only hope that someone steps in to save that poor baby. Exactly. Clout and substance is all she care about, right? Please hit that like button. Carol said she looked dirty. Hey, Veronica. Okay. Veronica said I was with my child every day while when she was in the hospital as an infant in NICU for a month. I basically moved in. Exactly. This chick riding back and forth 3 hours away from her baby. Say something went wrong. Girl. Good morning, Bree. Yeah, she needs some tough love. And she don't need enablers like Tommy. Tommy is not the best influence, okay? She is an agent of chaos herself. Talk about bad influences. Okay, thank you. Okay, Michelle has spoke. She said, get her off the screen. Hey, Gigi, thank you for joining. She ain't changed. No, it's all good. Look, God took me through certain things for a reason to open my eyes to certain people that were in my life and things like that. I'm glad I'm able to share the story and talk about it. You know what I mean? But I deal with depression, and it's usually triggered by traumas or whatever. And those are the two major traumas that I have been through or whatever. But I had to dig deep in my soul to get back to a whole place. So I can relate to what James is talking about. And this girl needs to go to jail. I'm done with her. Y'all done with her? They need to create a hashtag no Chrisean too. Like just like no Diddy. No Chrisean, no Diddy. Hashtag no Chrisean rock. Go away. Go away. Wearing your fur in California. Like I know it's warm there in Cali. Girl. You just all off season and doing anything for clout. Who's the clout chaser now? All right, up next we're gonna get into Sexy Red, and then we'll end the show with the Diddy stuff and 50 Cent, child. Oh. So Joe, Sleepy Joe Buttons, Mr. One Hit Wonder, Sleepy Joe Buttons, always got a critique for somebody in the music game. It's giving you jail. It's that you not mainstream, Joe. You had to become a podcaster. One Hit Wonder Joe. He blessed us with his opinion again. Shout out to his on site. He feels like Drake is being paid to promote Sexy Red. Here we go. Yeah.
Talking.
I ain't respectfully.
Okay. And I ain't defending
it sound like a nigga that could rap at that level that gets paid off of everybody's deal trying to rap. That's what it sounds like.
Yo, okay, first of all.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay, wait, hold on.
To me, I'm not arguing with none of you.
All right.
I'm not trying to debate.
Real quick. You said this paid off somebody's deal. Is this confirmed? Or this is just some inside shit that you're saying?
Oh, you think he just likes being around Sexy Red that much?
So is this speculation?
Y'all think he just is?
I'm with you 100% with there. 100%. You got to teach me. I don't know.
Name some more. I can name some more people. Hey, and this is what I don't understand about you and Drake.
Talking.
I ain't respectfully.
Okay. And I ain't defending.
It sound like a nigga that could rap at that level that gets paid off of everybody's deal trying to rap. That's what it sounds like.
Yo, okay, first of all.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay, wait, hold on.
To me, I'm not arguing with none of you.
All right.
Shout out to his on site. All right, but Sexyy Red, Drake has been back. I mean, he was there when her water broke. I thought it was genius that they created the video. Thank you, Angelica, for becoming a new member. Appreciate you, Queen. They do have chemistry. It's different, and people aren't used to it. And like I said, like I'm not with the whole culture. Okay, like I only like one of the songs, but say what you want. Sexyy Red is blown up. She worked through her whole pregnancy. Oh, hey, Bright Eyes. I just wanted to make sure I acknowledge that. But Drake gave her a push gift after she had the baby. He bought her 4 Chanels and dropped some dough on her. Rich baby daddy gang. Thank you for the money and purses. I appreciate you, Poppy, Champagne Poppy. All right.
Cute, really cute.
All right. Drake's been blessing her. When Drake send you a private jet to New York. All right. So he really her rich baby daddy. All right. What you mad about, Sleepy Joe? What you mad about? It's working. They getting the bag together. They definitely are. Well, Drake also responded to Joe. Shout out to the Jasmine brand for the response. Drake responding to everybody, okay? Drake seemingly responds to Joe Budden after speculating Drake is being paid to promote Sexyy Red. Oh, you just think he likes being around Sexy. So he posted this. What's the vibe in New York?
Okay, first of all, that's what it sounds like. Okay, wait, hold on. To me,
all right. Yeah, I mean, Joe is just real opinionated. Sexyy Red also responds to Joe. Shout out to On Site for catching a response. She said they so dumb.
Talking. Please, I ain't.
Exactly, Sexyy Red. Pay him no minds. Tell him to mind the business that pays you. And I believe she responded again. Yeah, shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. So she posted, tell at Joe Budden this what Drake like. Period. Get a girl. And Drake, you know, Joe like the coward. I haven't seen a response. Has anybody seen a response from him? I don't know. He just give me hater Asian, but Sexyy Red doing her thing, okay? Sexyy Red might actually be a marketing genius. So she just dropped her new visual for get it sexy, get it sexy, get it sexy. All right. She wanna keep pushing on. Period. Couture Bay said when Drake annihilate them, I don't want to hear a thing. Okay? They getting the bag together. It's working. All right. I don't know why Joe's such a hater, especially towards females. Anybody notice that? He really have the most energy for females. But Drake also responded about the whole Kendrick Lamar beef. What is it? Oh, he takes shots at Travis Scott. Drake ain't scared, okay? He ain't scared. It's Canadian. So shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Drake shoots at Travis Scott tour prop during concert amid future Metro Boomin beef. Yeah, the beef is beefing. Okay. Period. Drake said, y'all want some beef? Pull up. Pull up. I ain't scared of you ninjas. I ain't scared of you ninjas.
I'm sorry, bro. Metro was trying to get out of here like. No, Metro, you gotta let that shit go right now, bro. Number 7, no busy like that. Man. I need that man, I'm off. I'm trying to. Okay.
So Drake gonna get his lick back. They can keep coming for him, but he gonna get his lick back. Chill. Don't play with it. 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 Champagne Poppy. He said, I ain't here for it. Y'all can talk all the smack y'all want. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Look, it's business at the end of the day. And sometimes you have to go with who you least expect to win. And him and Sexyy Red are winning right now. I always said I think Chrisean Rock messed up by not continuing to collaborate with Sexyy Red because she was lifting her up. But she's not a real artist anyway. Period. It's going to take more than to survive all the time. And a junior, whatever. It's a lot going on in music. We got Lizzo faking out here like she quitting. You know, Lizzo, she does things just to get attention. Period. And that's why I didn't really even want to focus on her. Girl, answer to them lawsuits. We don't care if you're quitting music. We don't care. We don't care. The haters are hatering though. Yup. Also got Azalea Banks criticizing Beyonce album. It's like, girl, go make some music. Let's criticize your music. She's just so negative. It just gets on my nerves. That's why certain stories I stay away from because I might curse out. Okay. Oh boy. Y'all let me know what's up with Usher and his wardrobe. He looking a lot softer these days. Seriously, like what's up with that? Shout out to Cole. Yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling this. He looked like he in a softer season or something. Ever since he came back from Bali, I don't know. The shoes are a little more pointy. Yeah, he looking softer. I wanna attribute it to him being a newlywed, but I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all let me know. Y'all feeling Usher new fashions? His ballerina slippers? Angelica said Usher can wear ugly outfits. Please hit the like button. Please. 30 people watching. Please hit the like button. I'm just saying. I don't know. His wardrobe selection since he came back from Bali has been a little soft. I'm just saying. All right. So let's get into Natanya Rubin, the victim of the 1999 papowing that involved Diddy and Shine and J-Lo. J-Ho. Ooh. J-Lo girl. Girl. Did you lie to the grand jury? Thumbs up this video. Did you lie to the jury, J-Ho? Sorry. This is all allegedly, okay? It has been one investigation that took place, and it was a trial. It was a big trial back in the 90s, all right? This came on the tail end of Biggie Smalls being deleted, all right? And this goes to show the age in the K-Ash hashtag no Diddy is, all right? Because trouble seems to just find him, follows him everywhere. Yeah. So they're calling to have the case reinvestigated, and we talked about this. Natanya, she went on Fox News and talked about how she always said that both of them did it, and she went on to file a lawsuit and won, but she faced a lot of harassment and retaliation after she took the settlement. So shout out to the Jasmine brand for the first article that we're going to get into. So Diddy, authorities may reinvestigate music mogul 1990 nightclub trial admit SA probe. Now, Shine ultimately was convicted, and Diddy was acquitted. All right. But the cards were stacked against Shine. And I got some clippings for you guys. All right. So the infamous nightclub Papow investigation involving rapper Diddy and Shine may receive further examination. So according to the reports, law enforcement could reopen an investigation into a December 1999 incident involving Sean Diddy Combs, formerly known as Puffy, as part of their investigation into the hip-hop mogul. While both Diddy and Sean faced weapons violations on top of additional charges, the Bad Boy Records founder was acquitted of all charges. However, as for Sean, he was handed a 10-year prison sentence for 2 counts of assault and reckless endangerment. Now, Sean, he was bitter for a lot of years. He was bitter for a lot of years. And I have out of his own mouth. And for the life of me, I don't understand how you go from being bitter to he got deported as a result of it, you know. So now he is the prime minister over in Belize, his native country. But Puffy endorsed that. Like after feeling railroaded and things like that, I don't know if I could I forgive someone like that. But this goes to show how people be in Diddy's pockets. But this is how Sean felt back in the day when he was locked up. They sat down and did an interview with him. And shout out to Nigga News Network, this channel, for this footage.
Do you feel that worked against you? All the fact that 99% of the focus was on him?
Obviously, he was the uber star, and I was just up and coming. So, you know, yeah, it's going to be a show. But he used that to just, you know, just threw me off. Like, you know, it was terrible, man.
To many, Jamal Shine Barrow is an answer to a trivia question. As the man who once stood...
I'm gonna let it's music in the background. He felt railroaded. But Shine, he definitely had a history with breaking the law.
Rapper speaks on camera.
The impression that you're just consumed with the idea that, you know, justice wasn't served here and that somebody turned his back on you.
It's not a matter of, you know, turning your back on me. Like, how do you call a witness to testify against your comrade?
That witness Shine is referring to is Sharice Myers, a bouncer who was working inside.
All right. So it's a lot went on in this case. It was a big, huge deal, this trial, okay? But Shine, he felt railroaded. But there was accusations of witnesses being paid off. And we're going to go over to Snurb.
It peaked at number 5 on the Billboard 200, sold just under 160,000 copies in its first week, and eventually achieved platinum status. It also spawned singles like Bad Boys, That's Gangsta, and Bonnie and Shine. While awaiting their trial, Shine reportedly said that Puff cut off all ties with him and they had no contact whatsoever. He even went as far as saying that Puff tried blocking the release of his debut album. The celebration of his album also didn't last long because right before the trial, Shine was arrested again for being involved in a car incident while driving without a license and seriously injuring 2 people. It seemed like Shine couldn't catch a break, and with trial right around the corner, his dreams of becoming a superstar were growing dimmer by the minute.
All right, so you heard Puffy cut all ties. Let's get into the trial.
And I'm trying to make it clear to you. I want to say to you all face to face, I had nothing to do with a shooting that night in a nightclub.
The trial started on January 17, 2001. The case would be later known as the Puff Daddy trial due to Combs' celebrity status. Puff Daddy and his bodyguard were charged with gun possession, assault, and bribery. Shine, on the other hand, faced attempted murder, assault, gun possession, and reckless endangerment charges. Puff hired himself 2 high-profile defense lawyers, Johnny Cochran and Benjamin Brafman. Cochran's clients have included O.J. Simpson and Michael Jackson, while Brafman has represented such clients.
So P. Diddy got high-powered attorneys. He left Shine to have to get his own. This is his protege. He left him, and the only reason why Shine got into that beef, Puffy got into the argument with the dude, and his name was Scar, in the club.
Salvatore Sammy the Bull Gravano. Shine unfortunately was left alone, and he had to hire his own attorney. Puff cut all ties with him, and his lawyers would later go as far as asking Judge to trial them completely separately, which ultimately was denied. 2 of 3 victims, the guy who was hit in the shoulder and the girl who was shot in the face, both made civil suits against Puff Daddy. This will become an important detail later. At trial, the prosecution proposed that Puff was responsible for the shooting because his celebrity status had allowed his party to enter the club New York without being searched for weapons. They also accused Combs of firing a gun into the club's ceiling during the fight, and the hole in it wasn't from Shine's gun, but rather from his. The girl who was shot in the head, Natania Rubin, testified that she saw both Combs and Barrow both fire the gun.
I'm not famous. I don't have a publicity machine. I don't have $1 billion of insurance on my body, or any part of my body for that matter. Does that make me any less valuable?
Remember the civil lawsuits made against Puff Daddy I told you about? Well, Puff's lawyer, Barfman.
Do you like having a P.O. box but are tired of wasting?
Responded to her testimony with an accusation that she was trying to malign Combs' reputation to aid her multi-million-dollar damages lawsuit against him. The second witness was a chauffeur, Wardell Fenderson, the guy who was driving the black Lincoln Navigator during the pursuit. He testified that he saw Combs slip a pistol into his waistband before entering Club New York. The driver also claimed that Combs and his bodyguard Jones fumbled with a hidden compartment in the vehicle, trying to hide the weapon as police chased him from the club, claiming that he saw either Jones or Combs throwing the weapon from the SUV.
So yeah, after the incident, him, J-Lo, went into a chase. They went riding through the streets of New York, and during that pursuit, a gun was thrown out a blicky, excuse me for YouTube, was thrown out the window, getting rid of evidence.
Fenderson also accused Combs of offering a diamond ring as a part of $50,000 payment for claiming ownership of the gun found in the vehicle. He recalled Puff saying, "Listen, you know I'm Puff Daddy, I can't take the gun." When it came to the prosecution witnesses, the trial started to become weirder and weirder by the minute. The prosecution called up 3 witnesses, 2 of them, both of whom had testified before a grand jury, that they witnessed an argument between Combs and Allen, aka Scar, changed their stories on the stand. They denied being able to identify Combs as a participant.
The witnesses changed their stories on the stand. They said one thing to the grand jury, and then they turned around when the trial started and said another thing, which is another reason why the case fell apart against Diddy.
Participant of the scuffle or seeing him with a gun. A third witness admitted that she was unsure what she might have seen in Combs' hand as he ran from the club. It was more than strange for witnesses to switch up their stories that fast. And while this was great news for Puff, it put Shan into an even stickier situation, because the witnesses that testified not seeing a gun in Puff's hand implicated that it wasn't Shine's. When it came to Puff's defense, they began their case by stating that Puff Daddy not only never fired a gun, but he didn't have one in the first place.
Thank you for coming. On Sunday evening, I went to Club New York, and under no circumstances whatsoever did I have anything to do with a shooting. I do not own a gun, nor did I possess a gun that night. I had nothing to do with a shooting in this club. I want to make this 100% clear. I had nothing to do with a shooting in this club.
I don't know. Liar. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm just looking at his body language, and it's given. He's saying the same thing. Saying the same thing. But it's a lot of layers to this. I even have. Hold on. Back here. The original officer. The hip hop cop. That's what they call him. He was recently on Fox News. He was recently on Fox News, and he spoke to J-Lo. And what happened to her. I must have changed it. Save it. But Sean always felt railroaded. But then when he went on Drink Champs, he was just like, this forgiving guy towards Diddy. And I found it kind of weird. Like, I don't know if I could forgive somebody who railroaded me. But he basically said, like, J-Lo wasn't even put into a cell or anything like that. But people are thinking that J-Lo can be called into question. Here we go. Shout out to It's AGTV.
I haven't talked to Puff in years. I haven't seen him in years. You know, it's a shame. Like you say, he's going through all these things, but you know, and then the line of business that he's in, things are bound to happen, I guess.
You think they're true?
Well, the guy, there's a bunch of people saying a lot of things about him. You know, everybody's coming. Some people are saying he did this, he did that, but it's not for me to say because I wasn't there, so I don't know. But I can only tell you about my experience with him.
Yeah. I can just ask you. And when I ask you, how were these parties, or did you hear of any? I have to ask these questions because people want to know.
Okay.
Like Crazy
stuff going on in these parties? Like,
No, we never had that. He had him at nice places like Cipriani's, like, you know, he had him at nice places, nice, elegant places that host his parties. The parties were good parties. Everybody had a good time. There was no violence, no problems, and everybody lived safely.
what I mean is, like, no orgies going around.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, right.
That stuff, if it happened, it could have happened in a hotel somewhere, but never.
Behind closed doors.
Yeah, behind closed doors, never would be. And I wouldn't know about it.
Right. I gotta have that. I have to ask if people are going to come at me in the
No,
comments.
I wouldn't know about it.
Right.
Like he in Diddy pocket too. I'm just saying. Man, that's DJ Vlad. I don't want to mess with DJ Vlad. But he basically spoke to the night, like they brought J-Lo in, and because of her profile, they didn't put her in a cage, they just put her in a room. Her mom came to get her. She was really, really upset. But they never really had any intentions of charging her with anything. So I don't feel like J-Lo is in danger. I think she's gonna stay in the clear. The man they want is Diddy. But Natanya has been speaking out. She was on Make It Make Sense last night, talking about, you know, how she's been traumatized through the years. She said here recently, as a result of her speaking out, she said that all her social medias are blocked. She's got weird activity going on with her bank accounts. She's even spoken to, you know, her tires being slashed over and over again and things like that. I just wanted to present a different perspective. All right. There was a lot of tampering with witnesses that went on with this case. And I believe a lot of people were paid off to talk in favor of Diddy. And that's just my belief. This is all alleged. He was acquitted of all charges. But it's because he had the money to. And I felt like he left Shine out to dry. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I mean, and Shine, he spoke out when he had an interview with Fat Joe. Here we go. It still kind of feels like it's the same sentiment here. And then when he got on Drink Champs, it's all like, "Oh, I forgive you," and Puffy endorsed his political career in Belize and things like that. I find it kind of strange. Now, Shine father was a politician. He was always busy. But he was raised by his mom. His mom came to Belize. Oh, excuse me, went from Belize to New York when he was about 3 years old, and he would spend summers with his dad. And her being a single mother, she picked up jobs cleaning houses. So she had to do several jobs to make ends meet, especially in New York City. New York City is expensive. So he was left to his own devices. And as you all know, what happens in those cases, especially when you're living in the hood, the streets start to get a hold of you. So, and that's where his criminal history came from. Him basically trying to survive the hood. So shout out to Nigga News Network. Here we go.
Once Scar starts saying, you know, I'm gonna kill you, you know, you DOA. You know, once he starts talking crazy, yeah, I became afraid for my life. I know what happens, you know, once he says, you know, it's about to happen, you know, it's about to happen. And I seen somebody reach for a gun, and I reached for my weapon, and I defended my friends and myself, because once he starts firing, once whoever else pulls out a gun starts firing, it doesn't stop there.
So, Sean, you don't think, Sean, you don't think I'm over here with Puffy
it's two ways to think of it. I'm over here with Puffy. I'm over here with J-Lo, the biggest, richest stars in the world. This shit gonna be on CNN, or do you just react at the time like, yo, I got it?
I'm thinking about saving my life. I'd rather be tried by 12 than carried by 6.
Mm-hmm. And how did Puffy take it at the moment? Did he take it as, yo, you fucking my shit up doing that? Or thank you for saving my life?
You know, I think for him, it was more, you know, he's a corporation. And he's just thinking about the corporation. So obviously, you know, something like that affects the corporation terribly. But at the time, I was just thinking life or death. You know, so, we didn't have an opportunity for him to say thank you for saving my life, for saving Jennifer's life, you know, for saving all our lives, because he was thinking about, you know, the corporation. And, you know,
he was thinking about himself and saving himself. Shine, he cut you right off and left you to fend for yourself. You wasn't the only one busting off that night.
That put the corporation.
Do you think he thinks you jumped the gun? Do you think he thinks you jumped the gun?
You know, you'd have to ask him that. You could ask me, do I think I jumped the gun? And my answer is absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And so now you in trial, one of the most legendary trials in the world.
Yeah.
You fighting for your life, Puffy fighting, Wolf fighting. And we ain't got to go into detail, but I feel like you felt like the other lawyers was like, yo, my guy ain't do it. Maybe that guy did it. That's the word on the street. That's
absolutely what it was. You know, and you know, Puff apologized. He did apologize to me for that. You know, when we met in Paris. And, you know, he did say, you know, he could have handled it better, but he was under a lot of pressure, you know, from the lawyers, you know, to throw me under the bus. And that's exactly what, you know, Benjamin Brafman and Johnny Cochran and the entire Dream Team, that was their position, you know, because, again, Puff was a corporation.
Okay? So I feel like he was sacrificed. I think he was definitely sacrificed. And the fact that he had a criminal record, I think that played into it a lot too. And they just felt like he was the easier scapegoat. But Natanya, she's been speaking out. She's been speaking out loud. She is scared for her life. And I just think she really, really needs security. But they're looking to reignite this whole case. Here's another briefing.
Where Puff Daddy, Jennifer Lopez, and Shine had been partying. The incident led to a 10-year prison sentence for Diddy's then protege. One of the victims that evening was Natanya Rubin, who was shot in the face.
Call them lawsuit that has come out involving the producer Little Rod. So basically his last two lawsuits, or last two major lawsuits, the one with Cassie, she made mention that Puffy made her carry his guns into nightclubs and wherever they went. And he threatened her to make her feel like she had to do so. And while there were lots of things of importance, that stood out to me. And I'm going to tell you why. In this lawsuit with the producer Little Rod, they were both SA'd by him and threatened and physically harmed. But in this lawsuit, he appears to be a very young producer to me. But he said something very specific. As a means of threatening him, Puffy said, that's why I shot up the club in New York back in 1999 and let Shine take the fall for it. Let me tell you why that's of utmost importance to me.
Okay, so we heard all of this. Here's my thing about Lil Rod's lawsuit that I'm finding a problem with. He could, cause see, this is information that has been out here. Sorry. This is information that has been out here, and he could say Puffy said whatever, right? And unless he has audio proof, we don't know that he said that. I'm just finding Tyrone Blackburn to be a little clout chasey with his defense. We all know his history. He's 0 for 0. He's thirsty to get a big case to solidify his name in the lawyer community. I get that, but at what cost? And I just hope it's based on facts, because since then Ethiopia has come out and detested any claims that were made against her in Little Rod's lawsuit. But my problem with Ethiopia, it seems that her statement comes out both sides of her mouth. On one hand, she says she never attended Puffy party, and then in the next statement, she's saying that she attended one party. So which one is it? You know what I mean? It's inconsistencies all over the place. Look, only time will tell what's going to come of all of this. I wish that Natanya, I pray for her safety, because it is not good being terrorized. You know what I mean? Especially after you've been a victim. And I believe where there's smoke, there's fire. I think it was a lot of cover up going on here, especially when it came to the NYPD in their investigation. And I feel, quite frankly, feel like they all need to be under investigation. Seriously. But Diddy has been getting away with a lot for years. And this is just one of those examples of how he was able to weasel his way out of the situation, because he had money and he was backed by major corporations. He was their golden boy. He was getting money for the industry. He was bringing a lot of recognition to hip hop and things like that. So he was protected, and Sean was a sacrificial lamb. And that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. But on the tail end of this, there's things going on. More Diddy stories are coming out. You know, 50 and Diddy have been going at it for years. Old footage is resurfacing, so this is not new. 50 has been trolling Diddy, and now he's out of his baby mom.
Get your hand out my pocket, man. Get your hand out my pocket. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing on the channel. Get your hand out my pocket, man. Look at me when I'm talking to you. I see, yo. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, man. I see what you're doing. Nah, look at me, man. I see what you're doing, man. Yeah, you gonna make me. Okay, I'm telling you right now. When I want to work with Diddy, I'm gonna physically put my hands on somebody for the ratings, because he's not gonna outdo me. I'm gonna physically. I'm gonna go to Central Book. Yeah. I'm used to it. I know what it is. But get your hand out my pocket. Get off my channel, boy. This is what I gotta do it, right? You get your hand out my pocket.
All right, so they've been going at it for years. All right, shout out to Morning Juice Box. But 50 is a professional troll. He came into the game trolling. We talked about that. Oh my God, Peter Thomas had the nerve to chime in. Do y'all care what Peter Thomas say? Because I don't care. Y'all let me know. I'll play it if that's what y'all want. What's this footage? Shout out to 50. Oh, 50 Cent posted it. He said, did he say?
Hey, yo, right now, though, for real, yo, I need to know who fucks with me. You know? Like, just straight up, like I don't have the time. You know, if you fuck with me, let it be known. Because I'm going to this next era and I'm lining up all the allies. If you fuck with me, let it be known. If you don't fuck with me, be quiet, and I will take your silence as you don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And it's all love. But if you fuck with me, let it be known, because big thing. Hey, yo, right now, though, for real, yo, I need to know who fucks.
So 50 Cent, he was trolling. He said, did he say big dick at the end? LOL. I said, oh my God, 50, you are a hot mess. And he's also trolling Stevie J. All right. Now, as you all know, Stevie J basically called out 50 and said he wanted to fight, right? And this is just so immature. But 50 put together a reel in true editing fashion. I want to know how he got the time to come do all of this.
I want you to fade, nigga.
Remember, and he clipped in Jocelyn, putting the pause on Stevie J.
Shit out of you on TV this time.
Shout out to the neighborhood talks for this. Y'all remember this too.
What you want to do, Curtis?
The Puerto Rican princess put the pause, okay? And then 50 posted, he said, but he never said it wasn't true, LOL. And that is facts. Like, CJ has not denied any other allegations or anything. It is crazy. But on the tail end of that, Jocelyn responded, okay? Come on, Jocelyn, get up here. The Puerto Rican princess. She said, Stevie, I'm not going back to the strip club, Stevie. I'm not going back to the strip club. So she posted, I changed my name to Cocalina. Hashtag no Diddy. Girl, they know the drugs, okay? Shout out to Gossip in the City for that. Good morning, Shavy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay. Ed Lover also has a few choice words for 50 Cent. Shout out to Hip Hop DX for this one. Gotta go log in.
A lot of these Senate seats and these congressional seats that is going to shape what America is for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
And we're too busy worrying about Diddy do it. And let me tell you something, you know, as much as I love 50, I think 50 is stepping over the line now. I really do. Funny is funny. I even do my 3 random facts on my Ed Lover experience. I even had a random fact that said the federal government ran up in Diddy's houses, LA mansion, and his Miami mansion. And then I repeat it, and then I do the punchline. And the punchline was they found something everybody been looking for. Farnsworth Bentley. But he's kicking the shit out this nigga while he's down, yo. And now they say the little Rod dude done said 50 baby moms. Daphne Joy was a sex worker for Puff and Young Miami.
And Young.
This election and a lot of these Senate seats and these congressional seats that is going to shape what America is for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
And we're too busy worrying about Diddy do it. And let me tell you something, you know, as much as I love 50, I think 50 is stepping over the line now. I really do. Funny is funny. I even do my 3 random facts on my Ed Lover experience. I even had a random fact that said the federal government ran up in Diddy's houses, LA mansion.
Do y'all agree? Do you feel like 50 Cent is going too far at this point? I mean, he dragging everybody. He dragging the baby mama. He was just performing at Nicki Minaj tour in New York, and he trolled her then. Do you think 50 is going too far at this point? I don't think he's going to ever stop. This is who 50 is. This is what he do. This is what he do. Let me see what some of the comments are saying. Yes, this person said Puff kicked everyone while they were down. Why does he deserve any less? Exactly. It's the same energy. I'm so tired of this. What about all the people that he traumatized through the years and stole from? Couture Bay says she agreed with Ed Lover. Okay. Machine Gun Kelly alleges Diddy once gave him a mystery drug. Shout out to his on site for this one. It's Diddy stories coming out everywhere.
So you put out this mixtape. What about the next full album? What's the plan with that?
Yeah, so that's what I was actually in LA doing yesterday too. Actually, okay, so I know what it was. I was partying the day before yesterday. Yesterday, I had smoked something that Puff had gave me, and it was like it was as if I had partied like 3 nights straight. It was it was the craziest. Have you seen Get Him to the Greek? The movie?
Yes, yeah.
Remember the Jeffrey scene? Smoke the here's a Jeffrey.
Oh, yeah.
And like it's supposedly like all the things mixed in one.
Yeah.
That's what you had?
I swear that had to be what it is.
And who gave it? Diddy gave this to you?
Yeah,
Who gave
yeah.
this? So you call him Puff. You call him.
Yeah, I call him Puff.
All right. I don't know what to call the guy. He changes his name, like once a year or whatever. So he gave you this.
Yeah, well, I mean, he'll look out. Like I was like, I'm about to go to the airport. I need something that'll knock me out. I mean, it totally did the opposite. I was doing crazy dance moves to the weirdest music for 20 minutes straight. Like while he was on the phone, and I was just outside the window, looking in while he was looking at me like, man,
this guy's
this
tripping.
kid's nuts. Like, But the funniest part was he was like, all right, man. He was like, oh, okay. So the thing when I said, do you have, can I get some? Do you have any, whatever? And I just wanted someone to go to the airport, just to last me so I can knock out on this flight. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna have my guy. So he goes down, comes back up with his stuff, and the guy shows Puff. And I was like, no. I'm trying to give him like he said the Snoop Doggy Dog is what he said he's trying to give me. So I was like, oh yeah, for sure. I want, yeah. What is that? What's up with that? Where's that at?
Sounds good. Whatever the hell that is.
I'm like, what is that? So long story short, he finally finds it, and he's like, oh, here you go. He's like, now my guy said take 4 hits and like stop.
All right.
And we didn't.
You just kept going.
So, yeah, and so like he was like, come back up in 5 minutes. And I mean, when I tell you I came back up in 5 minutes and like had a result for him, like, you know what I mean? Like if it was crazy.
Now, does he smoke any of this, or is he too reserved?
I have no idea.
I mean, he didn't smoke it with you, so it wasn't like you and P. Diddy smoking together. He just sends you down, and then he's on the phone running his empire.
Yeah,
and you're dancing naked outside of his window.
Tweaking balls. Yeah.
No wonder these black guys think that white people are crazy. Right. It's this guy. It's all because of him.
And so we had right before that though, we had the meeting about the next album with the president in Interscope.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first.
No, wait, you did this meeting before you smoked, right? Okay,
yeah.
All right.
But I'm sure those guys don't put it past me to do it during that too. Yeah.
No, there's something, Naughty Crew. It's something really, really weird about these two clear gentlemen sitting up here talking about Diddy gave them some illicit substances. I find it
that's suspicious. That's weird.
So we just want to pile it on thick. Carol says 50 won't stop. I don't think he'll stop either. He don't care. He won't stop. Remember, them tables always turn. They do. Business is business. All these people coming out with Diddy stories can't be wrong. Some may be, but not all. I believe where there's smoke, there's fire. But why y'all telling y'all stories now? Why y'all ain't been telling the stories? That's what's annoying about this whole thing. Because if people would have spoke up a long time ago, they would have been capture him. All right, but ever since all of this has been going down, this little propaganda hate train. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Diddy's radio airplay drops 88% since SA lawsuit. So Diddy's music catalog is seeing a significant drop on radio since Cassie came forward and filed the lawsuit against him, according to Billboard. As we previously reported, Cassie sparked waves of multiple women coming forward once she first filed a lawsuit against the mogul and accused him of graping her, sex Africaning her, brutally putting the paws on her. So according to the new publication, Cassie filed her lawsuit on November 16th. We know all like that. Let me see. So Diddy catalog generated 11,000 radio spins, which translated into 23.3 million radio airplay audience impressions. According to the news outlet, in the 2 tracking weeks after November 17th to the 30th, his catalog raked in 8,000 spins, down 28,000, equaling 17.3 million impressions, down 26%. So, he's losing favor, but I do know when that lawsuit first happened, they were playing his music all over the New York radio station still. Okay. Hold on, guys. I gotta log in really quick. But 50 also posted this. Okay. This was quite hilarious if you ask me. But he trolling away. 50.
LA, I got tired of the media trying to smear this great city. They're saying you're a bunch of fucking criminals, drug addicts, and pedophiles. That is not the whole city. That is a very small, specific section of the city. It's called Diddy's house. That is, listen. Is Diddy going to jail? What's the over-under? Someone asked Shohei Ohtani. I know he got the... Those Japanese love gambling, bro. Or I believe they call it driving. But whatever, man. Listen, this is the only reason I think he might be guilty. Every celebrity in LA has had their home robbed except Diddy. And I thought about it, it's like, bro, robbing Diddy is terrifying. Because what if he's there? You break down the door, he's butt naked on the couch. Meek Mill sitting on his lap, just petting him like a Maltese cat. Meek Mill crying, oh no, wait a minute. I thought you was finished. Niggas like, can't stop, won't stop. You try to...
All right, so he's hilarious. This comedian, what is his name? Andrew Schultz. All right. So 50 posted, you said I chose violence, he chose violence, LOL. All right. Go check it out. I'll put the link in the description box. Benzino is also weighing in. Benzino says, just say you scared to throw the fade in response to 50.
I want you to fade, nigga.
Okay, Benzino, go sit down. Go sit down with your no neck having self. Go sit down. Ain't nobody asked you. You got your own troubles out here. You do not have the best track record with women either. Him or Stevie J. That's why I find it quite odd that these sleazeballs are coming out. I believe Stevie J is gay for pay. And that's just my opinion, okay? That's why he hanging out with his lover. Jocelyn has even said that she catch him watching gay porn. So, like, boy, bye. Go sit down, Benzino. Don't nobody care. Nick Cannon is also coddling Diddy. I don't know about Nick Cannon. I don't. I'm just leave it there because he sat down with Ayanla and I was just like, what is going on? What is going on? But meantime, Chrisean has been out celebrating his birthday. I mean, the kids are doing a really good job of trying to act like everything's okay and normal. All right. So yeah, they all got together for his birthday. Media manipulation. So for every bad thing that comes out with Diddy, he does the kids that start flooding our timelines and posting what their endeavors are and things like that, all to deflect and distract. You know, only time will tell what's going to come of this. Right now, we just have to be patient, and I believe that they are investigating. I believe he's under investigation. I believe they looking for something. And we just have to wait and see what's to come. But as of now, he is innocent until proven guilty. And so more people, instead of trolling, need to come out with evidence, period. And they need to turn it into the police, not social media. They need to contact the FBI. You know, even I'll be sure say, oh, I'm making a story about my life and you're gonna need homeland security and things like that. Ow. It's not safe yet. He's still a free man. He still got power, whether you like it or not. But I'll be here to watch the documentary. But I feel like he's trolling, just like Quincy trolled off of his post when he posted, "My door is open and safe over here, son." And then Quincy said, "Oh, I'm gonna be live on Discord." And come to find out, it was a complete waste of time, child. Because he's filming right now and he was on set and things like that. He did not allude to anything. But Quincy will never talk against his family. I don't think he will. I don't think he will. Well, I appreciate every last one of you joining. It's time for me to log into the plantation. But let me know how you feel about these topics. How do you feel about Beyonce receiving iHeart the Innovative Award from iHeart Award show last night? Let me know what you feel about 50's trolling. Let me know how you feel about the 1990 Blicky case being reopened in regards to Puffy. Do you think it's possible? I mean, Natanya, she said she is willing, because she still has fragments. She's willing to let them do surgery to take the fragments out her face, so that they could match the ballistics. I mean, we did hear that a bunch of blickies was found as a result of that raid. All right. And let me know what y'all think about Joe Budden, Sexyy Red, and Drake. Everybody's trying to come for Drake too. And I don't think Drake is here for it. All right. So let's leave it in the comments, Naughty Crew. I appreciate every last one of you joining me. But please, as you move through your day, make sure you
Ever in life, I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business.
stand on business 10 toes down. Walk in your truth, walk in your purpose. Don't let anyone take you off your tracks. All right. And also don't get
You ever been swallowed up?
Don't get swallowed up by the evils of this world. All right. And to all my haters.
And I wanna say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
All right. I just wanted to give you guys food for thought, challenge your thoughts a little bit. Let me know what you think about that 19. I want to hear your thoughts about the case being reopened and how you feel about. That's y'all know I got animals, right? Squirrels and skunks and stuff like that. Well, they broke my flower pot this week, and I'm so upset with them. Because it was a good flower pot. Yes, but I want to hear your thoughts. If you think the case could be reopened, if anybody's in the legal realm out there, I would love to hear from you. Please let me know if legally it's possible to reopen the case, especially since he has been acquitted. It's not like it's the murder charge where like it's no statute of limitation. It's no double jeopardy or things like that. I don't know. But I just hope Natanya is staying safe out there. I hope I think Mims is gonna help her. Well, I appreciate every last one of you. Please thumbs up this video. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. 1